Coach, holding Nelson Spruce to 2 catches, 16 yards. Can you just talk about what you did defensively to limit him so effectively?
A combination of things. Obviously, the nice job. The ability to kind of put another coverage guy, whether it's a secondary guy or a backer, you have to account for that guy's gap with somebody else inside. And our defensive line played probably one of their best games all year that allowed us to do that. And so being, the flexibility of the 3-4 scheme and covering out of that really showed up in that way. But you got to play well up front to get that going.
Coach, can you explain why you took Marcus out the way you did?
I don't know who did that.
What's that?
I don't know who did that. But he was coming out, and that was a cool deal.
But can you explain what went into that? I mean, you don't obviously do that for every player. Can you explain why you did that?
We did that for some other guys, a couple other guys. They didn't stop and hug Lockie. We could get everybody to hug Lockie on the way out too. But yeah, I think that kind of explains itself.
Ryan, back on the right.
The kind of theme with the committee this week was game control. Was that kind of on your minds at all as you guys went into this game?
I have no idea, A, what that means, or B, I don't know what that means.
I mean, I guess was the margin of victory or just the playing throughout, was that on your mind at all, or was just kind of getting through this game healthy the big priority?
I want to score 1,000 points every single game, and that I'm a maniac that way. I want those guys to play perfectly and effort, finish, and assignment, all those things. It doesn't matter. That it doesn't matter. All those the new stats and everything that is sprouted out of that, I really don't even know. I don't know what that means, and I wasn't aware that we needed to do something differently. But other than play our best for one play and move on. And I'm not trying to be
right here,
smart aleck.
Right, middle right, kind of.
Can you talk about Hamani Stevens and how he filled in at center today?
Hamani did a nice job. He did a really good job all week of just playing at tempo. A lot of teams. That was kind of our mindset going into this whole deal is going fast and attacking. And a lot of teams, when that position, there's some sort of, whatever, a new guy in there or something. Okay, we better slow this down. We better limit this. We better limit that. And we went the absolute opposite end of the spectrum, and he did a great job last week of spearheading all that. He was always the rabbit in terms of getting our guys set and running things up front, and did an exceptional job, as did a couple other guys that played in that position.
Back left, Warren.
Mark, before the game, you said goodbye to all your seniors, and of course we saw that you had some tears in your eyes. Can you just talk about what that...
It was the rain.
Was it? Can you talk about what that ceremony meant to you and what this senior class has meant to you, the winningest senior class, I think, in quite some time?
It's funny. I mean, there's so many things that cross your mind as whoever, Eric Dargan or Troy Hill or Hronis or all those guys come at you, and there's so many things that flash through your mind of and probably 98% of it is not football. And, the reason that the tears come and the pride and the friendship and the, everlasting and all those things that everybody's kind of going back and forth on, it's not football. It's a vehicle for a lot of great things. And when they really leave, it'll be tough. Today was a little bit more, celebratory, condensation in the eyeballs, whereas down the road it'll be hard. But if it's, as a wise old man from the Greek Isles told me, if it's hard, it's good.
Left, right here, Austin.
Mark, this team's played pretty consistent football ever since that Arizona game. What do you attribute that to?
A bunch of competitive dudes that care about each other and came back. I think, like we talked about immediately in the aftermath of that game, and thanks for bringing it up, is they just went back to work and talked about us and we and didn't finger point for 1 second. And that's a sign of a bunch of guys, again, that are mature, that care about each other, and I think have just fought for each other and battled and they are where they are.
Middle right here, Tyson.
Steve Greatwood.
Steve Greatwood's going to be in the back.
Mark, just kind of talking a little bit more about the seniors. How much did you allow them to kind of weigh the sentimentality of the fact that it's their last game here, when hopefully you guys still have a very large portion of your schedule to go from here?
Yeah, that is kind of what I was just saying there. You balance it. Hey, this is it's their last game at Autzen Stadium. We want to send them out the right way, and all those kind of things. Their families are in town. All that goes into that. There's all those things, whether it's tickets or emotions or whatever that can be distracting, and they handled it great. But like you said, we've got a lot of time still together, and those guys will be men of Oregon forever.
Steve Mims right here.
Mark, what'd you see from the tight end? What'd you want to see from some guys who hadn't played a lot in place of Farrow, and what'd you see from them?
They did some good things. I have to watch the tape to totally, analyze that. But it was great to see Evan Bayless get in the end zone against, his state mates or whatever they would be called. And he did some good things in the run game. A lot of other stuff that we'll have to look on the tape to fully evaluate.
Front left, Matt. Yeah. Oh. Anybody else got one?
We're
back here in the middle.
Do you know?
This is brought to you by Pape Agriculture something.
Do you know anything about Marcus Mariota, if he's staying or leaving? I mean that's like the talk around school. Is he staying or is he leaving?
What is the talk around school? What are you guys? How have you broken it down? What do you think he'll do?
Well, there's 3 things that go on at O'Hara Catholic, or 4. Okay, there's Jesus, there's girls, and there's Marcus Mariota.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
No, hey, this is the best question. And I think everyone would agree on that, correct? Yeah. So Jesus, girls, and Marcus Mariota. We've got a poster in the works, I think, there too. I have no idea, but I know that if he went to O'Hara, he would be a great student and a great person, and somebody that everybody could look up to.
All right, good question.
Yeah, who's next after that?